North Korea into thinking, wait, you know what, maybe we might be facing down a nuclear threat? Or does it
scares me?
Yes, if that is its intent, to scare North Korea into thinking that, did it do what it needed to do? I know it scared a bunch of Americans. It also could have suggested, we're done dealing with you. We don't think you're even worthy of comment, which would be the opposite of scaring them. That could be almost a provocation. The truth is, we shouldn't be sitting here trying to figure out what the Secretary of State meant to say when he reacted to world events.
What is that old Chinese proverb? May you not live in interesting times, or may you live in interesting times? Which one was it?
We do.
May you be cursed to live in
May you be cursed to live in interesting times. We live in interesting times.
We do.
Yay. Charlie Sykes, Jess McIntosh. Thank you. That was my favorite discussion of the past, I don't know, week, 2 weeks, month. I'm gonna hold on to it. We will be right back with much more along these lines.
Remember, here at Ally, nothing stops us from doing right by our customers. Who's with me?
We're like a basketball team here at Ally. If a basketball team had over 7,000 players, our plays are a little unorthodox. But to beat the big boys, you need smarter ways to save people money. We know what you want from a financial company, and we'll stop at nothing to make sure you get it. And we mean nothing.
Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh Mesquite Turkey has no added nitrates, or artificial preservatives. Now it's good for us all, like introverts, extroverts, and even Bert,
Man, you gotta try the sandwich.
who's just overt. Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh.
So good.
Attention sleep apnea sufferers. Hate your painful, irritating CPAP mask? Tired of trying different masks without success? Now there is a unique CPAP solution that can end your nightly discomfort. Invented by a CPAP patient who hated CPAP, it has no straps and no headgear, which means no more pain. Go to nomask.com. That's nomask.com to discover this incredible product and eliminate your CPAP torture. That's nomask.com. nomask.com.
It's our spring style event at Men's Warehouse. Our master tailors can fit you perfectly with select suits, now just $249. Plus, complete your look with buy one, get one free throughout the store. This week at Men's Warehouse.
There are lots of words to describe it. Muffin tops, spare tire, love handles. Trust me, there's nothing to love about them.
Announcing Turbo 10 from Nutrisystem. Lose up to 10 pounds and 5 inches overall in your first month. Lose weight now. Money back guaranteed.
No fads, no gimmicks. I'm Marie and I lost 50 pounds on Nutrisystem.
My belly fat gone.
Order your 28-day plan right now. With Turbo 10, you'll get specially designed meals, plus 1 week of new Nutri-Crush bars to crush cravings free, and 1 week of Turbo Shakes to bust belly bloat free.
Bye-bye, stubborn belly fat.
Plus, call or go online in the next 2 minutes and get our exclusive activity tracker free. Track your steps, miles, and sleep. This easy-to-use touchscreen tracker even gets caller ID and text messages. A $75 value, yours free. Plus FedEx shipping, free.
Say goodbye to your belly fat. Pick up the phone. Call now.
Go online or call 877-392-THIN right now and get Turbo 10 with Activity Tracker free.
Janice is learning French with Babbel.
2 croissants, s'il vous plaît.
D'accord. With 14 languages, Babbel gets you conversational fast for real-life situations. Try Babbel.com for free today.
ProPlan BrightMind Adult 7+ promotes alertness and mental sharpness in dogs 7 and older.
The difference has been incredible. She's much more aware. She wants to learn things.
Purina ProPlan BrightMind, nutrition that performs.
Around here, I'm lucky to get through a shift without a disaster.
Heads up.
Ooh. You know what? My bargain detergent couldn't keep up. It was mostly water. So I switched to Tide Pods. They're super concentrated, so I get a better clean. I mean, I give away water for free. I'm not about to pay for it in my detergent.
#1 trusted, #1 awarded. It's gotta be Tide.
I'm Katie Tur in New York. Here are your top 5 headlines of the day. We begin at the White House, where just this past hour, President Donald Trump held a joint news conference with Jordan's King Abdullah. The 2 major topics, Syria and the fight against ISIS. Just moments ago, First Lady Melania Trump and the Queen of Jordan visited a school in Washington, D.C. It's among the first public appearances for the First Lady since her husband took the oath of office. In a new one-on-one interview, Ivanka Trump claims she's a force for good inside her father's administration. When asked if she and her husband were complicit in what happens at the White House, she had this to say.
If being complicit is wanting to be a force for good and to make a positive impact, then I'm complicit. I don't know what it means to be complicit, but you know, I hope time will prove that I have done a good job, and much more importantly, that my father's administration is the success that I know it will be.
In Maryland, an F-16 military fighter jet went down this morning just 2 miles south of Joint Base Andrews. The crash shook homes near D.C. and sent thick black smoke into the sky. The pilot luckily survived. And a severe weather outbreak continues in the southern states. A tornado swept through Missouri last night, leaving extensive damage in its path. Alabama and Georgia both are on high alert today as storms head that way next week. Some new context in just from our team at the White House on Steve Bannon's absence today from the Rose Garden news conference with President Trump and King Jordan's King Abdullah, excuse me, I'm sorry. A source familiar with the West Wing workings says Bannon, quote, only does the foreign leader things that are vital, adding that all other top advisors were at the presser, and also, quote, healthcare is vital today. New York Republican Congressman Lee Zeldin joins me now. He sits on the Foreign Relations Committee. Congressman, so many of your Democratic colleagues wanted Bannon off the National Security Council. In fact, they wanted Bannon out of the administration. Do you believe that this was the right concession to make, and was it a concession?
I would love to know all the facts of exactly what the backstory was leading to this announcement today. You know, it is important that as a president is setting up their new administration, as you're going through the first few days and weeks and months, that you're making moves that has the right chemistry in all key parts of the government, that people know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and that the president is getting his advice on the subject matter from the right people so he can make the best decisions. So, you know, we would need to know all of the facts as far as what led to this decision that was made today. But if the president believes that it's going to improve the chemistry of his National Security Council and that he's going to be able to make better decisions as president, well, then it's a very good move.
Well, on that point, with Steve Bannon off the National Security Council, and at least from the appearance of it, much tougher talk towards the Assad regime in Syria, do you believe this administration is starting to shift its strategy?
I think I see in certain ways, as you look around the map of the Middle East, different challenges facing our country, facing that region. You're seeing a little bit of an evolution as the president learns more about each of these situations. He gets briefings, he's meeting with leadership, and as a matter of fact, while he's getting all of these briefings and meeting these people for the first time, the situations continue to evolve. So a conversation that he might have with al-Abadi in Iraq today as far as what to do with the Iraqi counterterrorism service to retake Mosul and kick ISIS out of Iraq, you know, what that conversation might be like today, 2 weeks from now, the whole situation might be different as they gain additional territory. So you have that dynamic, is that the Middle East itself is changing as you go through the first days, weeks, and months of the president's administration.
Congressman, do you believe this president is well informed on matters in the Middle East from that appearance at the Rose Garden just then? Do you think that he was knowledgeable and that he was steeped in policy and steeped in the intricacies of what is going on in the Middle East, specifically Syria?
Yeah, he has certainly since the election, through the transition, and especially now as president, is becoming more and more and more informed, and he's building these relationships. When you sit down with King Abdullah, who is someone who has just decades of experience in his military special operations, he understands his region, the Sunni, the Shia conflicts, Iran, regional leaders, those aspiring to be regional leaders. As you sit down and you're able to look King Abdullah eye to eye to talk about these issues, you become much more informed, and you get a good read as to you know, exactly what Jordan is able to bring to the table as far as being a very small country, but with a whole lot of motivation and desire desire to be part of a coalition, understanding as King Abdullah does that the solution's not going to be the United States occupying Syria. That's not the answer. What the answer is for the Muslim community and for majority Muslim countries and those who are aspiring towards peace, for them to take the leadership role there to stabilize those countries and that region. It can't be us, it has to be them, and we need to support them however we can to ensure that they win, because losing is definitely not an option.